Good morning, happy hump day. For some reason it feels like a Thursday, which to me is strange because how does a day have a feel anyway? But just got done working out in my virtual boot camp with Bob, shout out to Bob, and I was thinking about my childhood and I was thinking about sandcastles and just thinking about lessons and what has helped me and what I've done over the last 2.5 years to evict over 100 pounds and how really so many life lessons you can learn in your childhood. So I want to take you to the beach for a moment because the beach is on my mind. We'll be headed to the beach for Easter, and so getting on the sand, no matter how cold the water is, has totally been on my mind. But so I want to take you back to building a sandcastle. So have you ever, when you were a kid, sat by the beach and like right where the surf comes in, right where the really wet water turns into the drier sand, and use that mix of wet and dry to build a sandcastle? And when you have been building a sandcastle, did you ever have a surprise wave come up higher than it did all the other times and take out part of your sandcastle? Now half of your sandcastle's falling. And when that happened, did you just give up and walk away from the sandcastle? I bet not. I bet you started to rebuild it, and if you were lucky, I bet you had a sibling or a family member or a cousin or a friend that jumped over with you and was like, let's do it, okay, quick, hurry, build a wall before the next wave comes. And you just tried to like keep rebuilding that sandcastle. And that essentially is what my health and fitness journey has been. It has not been, I evicted 111 pounds straight down. No, there has been so many weekends and so many months that the scale stayed the same. Like March to March was the same for me. The beginning of March and the end of the March were the same for me. Now, April, 3 days in, I'm already down a couple pounds. But when I had those times that the scale went up or things seemed to stall or I just thought I was in the same place, I didn't get up and walk away and just give up. No, I went and I said, I'm going to keep going forward. And I rebuilt that sandcastle. And now, so thinking back more about that sandcastle, what did you use to build it, right? You used those buckets, or you got real creative and you used your own jars and your own things from home. Like I remember one year trying to think of what fun toy or what thing in my house I could use to make a cool part to a sandcastle. And I would never remember to bring it to the beach, but I would always be thinking about it leading up to getting to the beach. And those tools, those buckets and things like that, those are like little jigs. They're like templates. And that's exactly what I use when it comes to my nutrition and my fitness. My workouts come with a personal trainer designed calendar that tell you which way and which workout to do in what order to maximize your results. And I can follow that like a template, like a jig, like a bucket to make it simpler for me. So I know in the past I would go to the gym and I would walk around and say, oh, I'm going to do the elliptical. Maybe today I'll do squats. Maybe today I'll play with these weights. Ooh, I'm going to try the weight thing that goes like this. And oh, I'll try this. And I wasn't following a plan. Did I have some results? Yes, I did feel good. I did evict a few pounds. But then I usually got stalled because I was just not really committing to anything. So then I started taking classes, and I would take a class and I would feel really pumped after the class. But then what would happen is I was just in a cycle, and I would notice after 2 or 3 months of going to the same place that all of us in the class pretty much looked the same. And it's because although we were showing up for that class, we weren't using the jigs and the templates and filling in the other pieces of the nutrition at home. So it kind of made me realize, honestly, you really need the whole picture. And it's okay to not know exactly what to eat or think you're eating healthy and think you can do it on your own, but actually use a proven plan, right? So myself, the year that I gained 70 pounds, I was juicing, I was vegan, I was going to the gym, and I gained 70 pounds. It was because I was juicing for 2 meals a day, but then eating real food and then having splurges more nights than not, and not really realizing how those little daily candy bars in the office or those little Friday, Saturday, Sunday pig outs were more than what I was doing on a healthy side. So it didn't matter that I was eating. I mean, it was still good. I was getting good vegetables and things, but it didn't matter that I was juicing and that I was eating an abundance of vegetables compared to other people. But on top of it, I was throwing in all this extra stuff. So even just simply eating healthy can be out of whack and not get you your results. So that's why I talk about so strongly how following a plan and tracking what you're doing and then having someone with experience and having the tools to compare to and see what little course change that you can make will help you succeed. I love so many people. I am very lucky. I had someone share with me recently, just by watching my Facebook post and copying my Facebook post, they evicted 7 pounds. I had another person share with me recently, they started following me a year ago and they evicted 25 pounds just by taking one simple tip that I gave them a year ago. And that is super flattering and exciting because I want to make a difference like that. But how much more of a change could you have in your body and in your health if instead of just taking bits and pieces of what I was doing and you actually gave yourself 30 days to do what I'm doing to the T. Like actually follow the plan and see what happens. What if you could evict 25 pounds in a month instead of a year? You know, what if you could do end the month doing 10 push-ups instead of not being able to do a push-up? What if you could end of the month getting home and having energy and like poking the kids where they're like, oh, leave me alone, mom. And you're like, come on, let's do something, because you have so much energy after work, where right now you don't have energy after work. So what I'm just saying is, when you're building a sandcastle, is it going to be a perfect build? No. There's going to be part of the journey where you're learning lessons. And honestly, those lessons and those falling parts, that's when you learn to do something better. When that castle falls and you're going to start rebuilding the side of the wall or rebuilding it up, you learn to do something different. Your friend or yourself says, hey, we should put a wall so when the water comes, it goes in the wall. And then someone else says, I'll build a moat. And then you've got like 2 or 3 people building a moat and someone else building a wall. And now you're getting that castle up. And that's what I do in my communities. I give you the meal plan and the nutrition tools and the fitness workouts to have those jigs, those tools, like those buckets. And then I'm going to enfold you into my private boot camp where your friends, brothers, siblings, you know, people that would help you rebuild that sandcastle are going to come around and help you on this fitness journey. I love so much of the support going on in our private group. Jill was sharing, we ended up doing a blue day yesterday for autism and just sharing in so many different foods and recipes. Jeremy's crushing it, sharing so many things with his water and getting his nutrition on point. Like, April is going to have some spectacular results. I am so excited to share all the results with you May 1st. But it's not too late for you to join us and get started. And so if you feel like you're struggling with that sandcastle on your own right now, you need a bucket. You need a bucket to put the sand in to be the template for building that sandcastle. And there is nothing wrong with getting a template that works. And I've got that 100% money back guarantee. I've got that. And it's not one size fits all. That's one of the coolest things. I connect people to the nutrition program based on if they need structure and what they need to see when it comes to eating. Like if they need structure, they need lists, they need like real super clear structure, or whether they're like, I'm not counting points, I'm not counting containers, I want freedom, I want to eat what I want to eat. I can help with that as well. We have 2 different nutrition avenues as far as that goes. And then even the same thing with fitness. I don't have one fitness program I'm going to give you. I have hundreds. Tai Chi, yoga, weightlifting. I mean, whether you are looking to evict a few pounds or just have a great community and get healthier and feel comfortable in your skin, like, I can offer that to you, and it comes along with the purchase of the jig, just like you would buy a sand bucket at the beach. So my hope is to help you get summertime fine, feel good in your skin, connect you to my private community, give you those jigs, those materials that are going to help you see that little change. I bet if you've been trying to eat healthy and trying to work out on your own, I bet there's just a small change that we can make together and you can start seeing results. And if for some reason you don't love it, you get your money back. But hey, you're going to get my community, you're going to get the nutrition, you're going to get the fitness, and you're going to get me as your coach. So hopefully if you're here watching, you enjoy me, you have fun, you are a friend or a family member. So talk to me. Let's get started. Let's make April the best month. Spring has sprung. Like, even though it got a little colder yesterday, still get outside. And every time I walk outside, I can just feel everything falling away. All the stress from the winter, all the stress from any perceived failure or failure, I can just feel it all floating away. And I'm just going to use that momentum to just run faster forward. And I'm inviting you to come and join me. And you are not going to regret it. You're going to have fun and you're going to evict some weight and feel good about yourself. Go into summer feeling good about yourself. So hopefully this was helpful. And the next time you start thinking about, oh, I'm not meant to lose weight. I'm just meant to be a fat girl. I'm just meant to this or that. Don't even let me get started on that F word, because woman, you are bones and muscles and water and love and support. You are so much more than fat. So let's not even go there. But just want to invite you to join me. No, it is not free, but I pay just like everybody else who's joined me paid, and it is well worth it. You get way more out than you would anywhere else. And if you already love your gym, not trying to take you away from the gym. What I have fits right alongside with the gym. In fact, when Bob worked out with me this morning, he was working out at the gym on a video conference with me. So you don't have to give up your gym. But how about having that template or that plan of what to do when you're at the gym, and having that template of what to do when you're in the kitchen, and having you maximize your results? Because if you are going to spend time in your body, which you will for the rest of your life be in your body, you want to be the healthiest and have the most energy, right? And that's all I'm offering to help you. So let's build some sandcastles together. You know the waves are going to come and take away some of the castle. That happens, but you don't abandon the sandcastle. You build a moat, you build a wall, you start rebuilding, and you have some fun while you do it, right? And that's what we do in my private camps. So message me today. Have a beautiful Wednesday, and I'll see you guys later.